What's the biggest risk you ever took for someone you loved? I never planned to stay in Japan. It was supposed to be a one-year teaching contract after graduation. Improve my resume, see Mount Fuji, eat some real ramen, then head back home to start my actual career. My parents expected me back in Boston for law school interviews by December. The language school assigned me, Emma, to teach business English in Osaka. My students were mostly middle-aged professionals trying to improve their skills for work. Then Hiro joined my Tuesday evening class. He was different from the start. Not there because his company required it, but because he genuinely loved languages. He had already mastered Spanish and was working on English as his third language. During group discussions, he would make these subtle jokes that half the class missed, watching for my reaction from across the room. After class one evening, he asked if I wanted to get coffee to practice conversation. One coffee turned into weekly dinners exploring tiny restaurants down narrow alleyways where he would order for us both, explaining each dish as it arrived. He showed me an Osaka tourists never see, obscure jazz clubs where he knew the musicians, hidden temples with moss-covered statues, a rooftop garden where his friend grew vegetables above the chaos of the city. I showed him terrible American movies and taught him slang his textbooks would never include. When my contract ended, the thought of leaving felt impossible. I extended for another 6 months. We moved in together in a small apartment near Tennoji Park. My parents' calls became increasingly concerned. "When are you coming home?" became their standard greeting. Then the school cut back on foreign teachers. My visa was ending with no renewal option. Hiro Company offered him a promotion in their Tokyo office. Everything was pulling us apart. I applied to graduate programs in Japan, but my language skills were not strong enough for admission. Hiro looked into transfers to American branches of his company, but nothing was available. We spent nights researching options, falling asleep with laptop screens still glowing. The day before my flight home, I called my parents, told them I was not coming back yet. I had found a 3-month cultural program in Kyoto that would extend my visa temporarily. After that, I had no plan. My father went silent. My mother cried. They had already told everyone I was returning. Already paid a deposit on an apartment near the law school I had not actually applied to. I used nearly all my savings for that program. Lived on convenience store food. Studied Japanese 8 hours a day. Applied for every job I could find. Hiro commuted from Tokyo on weekends, 3 hours each way. Eventually, I found work with a tourism company that needed English speakers. The pay was half what I made teaching. We lived apart for 11 months, before he found a position back in Osaka. It has been 4 years now. I run my own translation service. Hiro is learning French for a project with their Montreal office. My parents finally visited last spring, and my dad admitted he was wrong about us just being a phase. Some nights I still wake up wondering what my life would have been if I had taken that flight home. But then Hiro rolls over, half asleep, and pulls me closer, and I remember why I risked everything.